Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My own Boontog, Maga Nanu Maga, my own Aga. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Yeehaw! I know, right? Had to change up the music a little bit. Yeah, so shout out to Jeff to saying, hey, you should hop on a live with the storm. So we thought we'd try it out. And yeah, so real quick, we got a low pressure system building up there. And yeah, shout out to Richard, who's also on, who introduced me to Zoom Earth. Really appreciate that, man. I'm digging this app a lot. So yeah, and that's kind of, I think, I'm unmuted and I'm presenting. Okay, good. Um, yeah, so really digging this a lot. It's both available for, you can download it. So it's an app. And right now I'm on the web version too. So yeah, shout out to Richard for you introducing me to this app. But yeah, so what we've got here is the storm. Looks like it's going to make landfall around Thursday morning, our time, Thursday morning. So sitting off the coast of Luzon right now, not too bad. I mean, it's it's a labeled a tropical storm, so not quite hurricane strength. Got like 50-mile-an-hour winds coming up. Yeah, so yeah, really digging this app so far. I'm just kind of getting into it on the web version. I've been using it quite a bit on the iOS, but yeah, you can see the wind mile an hour in that. Lots of rain coming with this storm. But an interesting thing, guys, too, kind of we talked about this on a couple different times. Cebu City just sits in this pocket of like it's not raining out here. It's dry, but everywhere around us is. There's a lot of moisture coming in around, but it's just like it's got this weird. Look, check that out. It's just this real pocket of no moisture. I mean, we're going to get some rain, but it's been really light. It's been gusty, but that's really been about it. I did, as a result, because of this low pressure, I did cancel my trip out to Bacolod because when I looked at the forecast, the next 4 days are rain there. So as the storm kind of moves through. So yeah, so let's take a look at the timeline of the storm. We got Thursday, 2 a.m., really kind of landfall in northern Luzon there. And then it becomes, Tropical Storm Tammy Kristine. Doesn't give me a timeline on that. Okay, here's Friday, 2 a.m., kind of moves through the Philippines. So, and then Saturday, I'm noticing here it picks back up, right? Which makes sense because it's over the water. And then it looks like making landfall in Da Nang on Monday. So it's going to be, a wet couple days, several days throughout the Philippines. So yeah, really digging this app, Zoom, and what's here. So yeah, I decided to cancel my trip. So, I think what I'm going to do instead, we're still trying to figure it all out, but what I think I'm going to do instead is I'm still going to so Mary Rose is stuck here too. All the ferries are canceled. She can't get back home, and you can't really get off Cebu unless you fly. So the ferries are canceled. So she's not able to go back to Leyte, and I'm not able to go to Negros. So we're trying to figure out what's next. I don't know. I'm still going to hop on the bike. I mean, I'm pretty much packed and ready to do a big road trip, right? So we're just going to wait, maybe get on the road, maybe Friday or Saturday, because at that point the storm should be, kind of clearing out of this region anyways, and should be some sunnier weather. So anyways, thought we'd hop on and do a live, talk about the storm and the weather and some weather apps and whatever else we want to talk about. And so yeah. Tap hello. I know, right? Was I a minute late? So what we because it was windy and really kind of cooler, we had the windows open, and this freaking sliding glass door behind me, I mean, that opens up almost all the way across. So when we opened up the house, things were kind of blowing around up here and stuff like that. We had a lot of fresh air in, so we're just kind of putting the house back together. So we're a little bit late. Yes, live from Bentangas. Yeah, it looks like you guys are getting some moisture there, huh? Yeah, I bet. Yeah, really, it's interesting. Really noticeably drier here in this region than you guys up in Luzon. So yeah, really kind of noticing that as I'm here longer and longer. Yes, good morning there. My own Buntag. Yes. Hey, look, Chris, his hair blew right off from the hurricane. It's been a little bit blustery, windy. Yesterday we went and hung out at the SMC side, went out there and kind of wandered around. I don't really get out to that area too much, South Road Properties. really a lot going on there. Lots of construction. I really see that as a place to be, whatever, 5-10 years from now, depending on, how fast that stuff goes up, man. It's just really a lot going on there. Yeah, it looks good. Looks good. A lot of construction here in Cebu City. The town's really booming. Although, I don't think people are coming back as quick as they anticipated from the pandemic. There's a lot of, the pandemic and really the big typhoon that came through here a couple of years ago, kind of crippled Cebu a little bit. And then I just really haven't come back from both of those. But I mean, still a great place for us to rent and potentially buy if you're looking at it. But, so many rental properties. But yeah, it's good. Rainy, wake up. I know, right? Beautiful. Yeah, we had all the windows open. Even this morning, I opened everything up. And, you could, there's roosters kind of outside down here. But yeah, that's kind of one of the other wild things about, kind of where I'm at. It's a really, really, really nice area. But, even right outside, you got roosters and you got, a mix of the neighborhood. Like in United States, you've got these upper class regions, and that's pretty much that's all that's there. But here, it's all mixed together. Upper class, middle class, lower. Everyone's kind of mixed in. So really, really interesting. One of the differences here. Yeah, you like that? You like that music? His head will be the only shiny item today, I'm afraid. I haven't even. I got a little bit of stubble going on. Mary Rose likes me to keep it down a little bit because it starts to tickle if I kiss her on the neck or anything like that. She's back there laying on the couch. But yeah, she was supposed to head back yesterday, but all the ferries were canceled and she couldn't go. And then I was supposed to head out this morning, but all the ferries are canceled and I can't go either. So yeah, we're just chilling here. We looked today, all the ferries are still canceled. So we're not sure when she gets back. She's got nothing urgent to get back to, and I've got nothing urgent other than to ride my motorcycle around, right? So whatever, it's really it's not super critical, but we'll get going on the road whenever we can. I'm suspecting probably either, I don't know, maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, we should be able to get going, or maybe Saturday. I don't know, sometime over the next couple of days, we'll both get going and get a plan. Like I said, I'm not quite sure. One of the thoughts that I had is I would just take her home. Here, let's pull up the map. And then one of the thoughts I had about doing is I would take her home, right? So I'd ride up to Danao, wherever the heck that's up, just right up here. Yeah, so I'd take her home up here and then come over to Isabel by ferry and then, drop her off at Palampon. But then I would just start my trip. So originally what I was looking to do is do Bacolod and then loop around, right? Well, really what I might do is, since I'm not going to be going in Bacolod or for the Mascara Festival, I'll drop over to Palampon and then go this way. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm still trying to figure out what makes the most sense. Maybe it makes sense for her to just hop on a fast craft and get back as quick as possible. But and then just me kind of head, maybe even go straight down. Yeah, I don't know. Still figuring all that out. Kind of looking at what direction I want to go and that. But that's definitely coming. Definitely going to be doing a big trip. I do want to get over to Don Salvador, so I still might head over to Bacolod area and get over there. But I don't want to ride. I didn't want to be in Bacolod for 4 days of rain, even with the Mascara Festival that was going on. I was just like, yeah, I don't mind the rain, but if it's like 3 or 4 days of just kind of raininess and where you're kind of trapped inside, I'd just kind of rather be here. So, but yeah. Here still in Cebu, and not only that, we're stuck. I couldn't leave today if I wanted to. It's it's the ferries aren't running. So not sure if you've seen your messages, but my bike was spinning new tires under speed, engaging traction control. Hard tires need to be hard tires. They need abuse. Were abused. Okay, yeah, no, I did see a little bit of that. You were talking about some traction control issues with your bike, huh? Yeah, spinning new tires under speed, engaging traction control. Okay, yeah. I'm actually in the inquiry of some new tires for my bike. I'm on the fence a little bit about bikes or tires, what I want to run. I'll probably run like an 80/20 tire, just so I do have a little bit of off-road if I ever, the truth is you hit some off-road stuff, and it's good to have a tire that can do a little bit. It's just so hard because, while it'd be nice to have a tire that does okay in mud, just that type of knob is, then it doesn't mean you're good for street, which honestly, street is 80% of it. So yeah, I'm really looking at my next tire in 80/20. So a really good 80/20 tire. Got my eye on a couple of them, but yeah, Scorpion Rally STR is one, but those really aren't any good in mud either. But yeah, no. Anyways, really kind of looking at some 80/20 tires. No, Jeff, that's here, right? That's here in the Philippines. This time of year, man, we can get some storms. So yeah, we have to keep an eye out. We have to keep an eye out to the east and see what's going on. So yeah, here's the track of that storm and what it's going to be, what it's doing over the next couple of days. It's really not that bad, honestly. It's a tropical depression, tropical storm, so it's not even hurricane level or typhoon level, right? So just it's bringing some moisture, a lot of moisture. Going to be a wet several days throughout the Philippines, pulling a lot of moisture through, a lot of wind. So cooler temperatures, rougher seas. Yeah, but yeah. So yeah, there you go. Wet couple of days. Looks like it'll be through by 24th. Yeah, by Friday it should be working its way through, and then hopefully clearing that out. So yeah. Yep, unfortunately. Little wet and windy couple of days. So riding with traction control off, abusing my new tires until they get roughed up. Okay, yeah. So got the new tires are slicked up. Usually that's about, whatever, 100 miles, 50 miles, right? No, doesn't usually take too much, if I remember. Yeah, really, like I said too, I'm trying to figure out my next tire. Some of it's just availability and what you can get. Yeah. And then, there's not a lot of tire shops and stuff like that. And I did find a shop, Motology. I think I've talked about them in a couple of videos. It's a local shop here in Cebu. They do a lot of work on bigger bikes. They do tire mounting and balancing there too. So I'll probably work with them. So some of it just may be kind of what they can get. I was looking at, actually, I did some search on ChatGPT about some tires I thought. And they recommended, I think, Anaki's, and I think it was TKC 70s. Yeah, I can't find the tires. Yeah. Yeah, the Motas Tractionator. Oh yeah, TKC 70s, Michelin Aniki Adventures. There were some of the top tires for Dunlop Trail Max Missions, Shinko 705s. Man, I'm really just a big fan of ChatGPT, by the way. I know we talked a little bit about that on the lives. If you guys aren't kicking with that or any kind of AI, I highly, highly recommend it. It's like I was saying, my age demographic probably isn't so much inclined to jump into that, but I really, guys, I invite you, just check it out. For me, it's pretty much replaced Google. I love it. Every day I'm in there just looking up different things, and just, I love the output, like what you receive. It's kind of what I thought, looking at it now, what I would want the internet to be. The internet now, when you go out to Google or whatever and do your searches for stuff, you're just bombarded with ads and stuff like that. And, the first 5 links are all sponsored. And then when you click on the link to go to something, you kind of have to dig to what you find. And here, just when you go to the chat and ask it a question, you get your answer, without advertisement, without that. Now, granted, like the internet, you still want to go and verify it, but yeah, really invite you guys to kind of check that out if you're not currently looking at it. And there are several. I don't know, Google's got one, Apple's got one, Microsoft's got one. I just went with GPT just because it was out in the news and whatever, and I was already kind of using it a little bit, but I really invite you guys to check it out, man. It's pretty powerful, really powerful. I can only imagine what that means for peeps living in the shanties. Yeah, it's not too bad, Jeff. And they're pretty used to it, honestly. They kind of rebuild and grow, and kind of get things going. But you're right. I mean, it is dangerous. I don't want to make light of it, but they're definitely kind of used to that kind of that the weather that comes through here, because it's all the time. And this time of year, the burr months, any time of year that you can get one of these storms ripping through. That's why it's really good idea to just keep an eye out, and then also to have an exit strategy. But yeah, for sure. If I were you, I'd wait and go eat pancakes. That's a good plan, man. Dude, I've been struggling a little bit. I've been running again. I got back to running, which is great. Every 3 days I'm running. Yeah, man, it's just, dude, you step away just for a little bit at this age, little bit, man. And boom, you're right back to where you started and all that. So, yeah, it's a great idea though, man. Pancake house today. The people in the shanties have hands full to do, try to keep the water out of the inside. Yeah. For sure. They're used to it, but yeah, no, it's not to make light of it. It is a big deal that when that kind of stuff rips through. But this is a milder storm, from what I'm seeing, anyways. I'm no weather expert, a meteorologist by hobby. But yeah, it just doesn't look to me like any kind of major storm. Even some of the houses have often problems when the rain comes through the roof of the walls. Sure. Yeah. It's really important to have quality built, and thankfully a lot of the homes out here too are all concrete. So, able to withstand a lot of that. But yeah, for sure. It's something to be building for. And while I'm in this inquiry too about, potentially building a home, it's things that are on my radar for sure. Building a structure that can withstand, these big storms that rip through here. So for sure. The other thing that's really cool about that kind of conversation that I've been looking at are all these solar generators that are out there now, and in the advancements in that over the past several years, right? Just incredible, really incredible. Just like I said, really a solar generator. You got batteries built in, you got your solar panels, whatever, up on your roof. You could be off grid and then pull enough power and then have batteries to store it all, or supplement energy if you got a storm like this coming through, you're down for whatever. Yeah, really cool, the technology around generators and solar generators. I think it makes some of this more remote living a lot more comfortable, and for us Westerners, if we wanted to do stuff like that. So really cool, and I hope to go that direction over the next couple of years out here. Yeah, not gonna lie, I was actually looking forward to watching a live during a tropical storm. But yeah, Dad, dude, it's it's a little bit. Yeah, you can't really even see the trees out there, but it's a little bit windy, but hardly ever, or hardly at all. Now that's just kind of where I'm at now. Where these guys are at, some of these guys up in the Luzon, they're getting a little bit more. But even then, it's not super bad storm. It's just kind of blustery and wet and whatnot. But yeah, really, it's not that bad of a storm. But yeah, no, I hear you, man. You want me to do one of those like weather station things and be right out in the thick of it? Maybe once I get my Starlink, my mobile mini Starlink. Actually, what I'd like to do if I can get it going is get that little mini Starlink and actually live stream from my motorcycle. You imagine that? Like I could strap that Starlink antenna right to the back of my bike, like on my top box. And I could wire it so it's got power, because I've got a 9-volt cigarette lighter kind of deal. I could wire it where it's got power. I could set a camera up in the dash, either my phone or whatever. I could mount this camera potentially, and then I could live stream while riding around the road. That'd be epic, man. That'd be epic. Coming. But yeah, it would be hard to read comments, but yeah. As long as there's still electricity, we don't mind the typhoons. Yeah, Mayam Buntag, Chris. Yes, Mayam Buntag. That's another great point. As you're moving here, as you're living here, as you're picking out your places to be, one of the things you really want to be mindful of and ask is what's your backup power solution, right? So I've been here a couple of years now, and in all the places that I've lived, with the exception out in Falunpon, they have backup solutions in place. So this place here in Selena, or where the heck am I? Beverly Hills, huh? Yeah, so this place, Selena had a place. Selena had a generator. This place has a generator. So if in the event of a power outage, boom, we actually heard them on kickover yesterday. It was a little bit windy and, some power went down. So you could hear the generator just really kick off and start going. So that's something you want to look for when you're looking for a place. What are your backup power solutions and that kind of deal? And not only that, but is it like full power? Because one of the things I heard during the big storm is, people had power, but it was like one outlet, and it was only for a couple hours during the day. So just some things you want to be mindful of as you're moving and living out here are the backup power solutions that these properties have in place. Or, obviously if you're on your own in your own house, then you can control it. True, I got used to typhoons. Only brownouts are a pain, but with or without the typhoon. Yeah. And two, what you could do around that is look at solar generators. Even just a small solar generator, I feel for me out in Pollen Pond would be just phenomenal. Where I could run a fan and I could run my internet, and maybe charge a phone or two. I don't need to run an air con or any kind of anything like that. But if I could run a fan and maybe power up a couple of things, just like my laptop and stuff like that, where we can do stuff. I don't mind for all day brownouts. So yeah, that's what's really cool about these solar generators now, is they really give us, I think they can give us some options in these types of situations where we have, all day or multiple day blackouts, right? Yeah. Jeff, is Mary Rose on TikTok? If she's bored, she can show us some new dances. Are you on? Yeah, she is on TikTok. Do you post much out there, girl?
Before, when we're not.
Yeah, but now do you post? You don't. Yeah, I don't think she used to post some stuff out there, but she doesn't post much anymore. But yeah, every now and then I think she's. But she did post some stuff before. Maybe she's now showing Chris a new dance. That's why he's still offline, right? Yeah, just a little bit. Yeah, we haven't done any TikToks together. I've been posting a lot more out to TikTok, just my shorts and stuff. But yeah.
Do you know how to dance?
Yeah, Gamai. She's asking if I know how to dance. You've seen me kind of work around there. That's a different. The TikTok dance is a different dance. Yeah. Oh, too funny. I don't know, man. I'd ride 4 days in the rain, especially after getting full enclosure scooter. Yeah, umbrella shade. Yeah, I don't mind the rain so much, and I really don't. I can't get over there if I wanted to because the ferries are shut down. So, and then like I said, I thought about it too. Just being, it's going to be a parade, so it's an outdoor event, and if it's raining for that time and the cameras and all that stuff, I was just like, yeah, next year. Unfortunately, though, my hotel was prepaid, so I couldn't even get refunded for that, which a little bit of a learning experience there. And I'm trying to figure out strategies around that. So I was using Agoda to book everything. So one of the things I might be doing that I heard other people talk about is use Agoda to find the property, but then contact the property directly, because Agoda takes their cut. Any booking service, right? They're going to take their cut. But maybe, kind of use them to find the property and then, contact the property better directly to see, one, if you can get a better rate. But two, in this instance, I believe I could have maybe not had to have paid everything in advance and kind of be without. But like I can't even get over there if I wanted to. Everything's shut down with the ferries. So yeah, it's a little bit of unfortunate. But kind of what I think I might do around that is I'm still want to get over there because that Don Salvador area looks amazing, but I want it to be a little more clear. I want a little bit better weather so I could film it, not only to ride it, but I really want to film it. Getting the drones up, flying around out there. So I just don't want to do it in windy, blustery, rainy weather for filming purposes too. But yeah, so yeah, we'll see what's going on. Yeah. Meteorologist by Javi. Come on, man. How many weather apps you got on your phone? Dude, I don't even know. I definitely have Windy. I have Zoom. There's probably others that I don't even use anymore that I have, but those two, I do like Windy and Zoom. Windy is really nice too. I'm a fan of that. There's some, let's see, I'll show you guys that. That's a good app. Yeah. Yeah, you can see right here. It's a good app too. I dig it. I do. And, skip ahead. I kind of like this for a bigger, broader view of, so you got another low pressure out here. So now we're looking at Saturday. So that way I can track too to see. So this Monday. So by Monday, everything is definitely cleared out. Probably even by Sunday. Yeah, that's Sunday. Everything should be good. So yeah, just tracking that other low pressure system. It looks like that's moving to the north. Wow. And that one just kind of bounced back off of Vietnam and then came back, right? That's kind of crazy. Yeah, that'll pull some moisture back through. Wow, that's going to be hanging around for a while. Oh, just sitting out there. That's kind of wild, actually. Huh, interesting. So I do like Windy also. I like them both. So yeah. David, what's up? How are you? Nice to see you. Yeah, man. Good morning from Comotus Island. We're cut off again. Yesterday and today. Yeah, no Cebus. Yeah, they're all shut down, David. Yeah, we've been trying to get Mary Rose back now for a couple days, and they're all shut down. So no more ferries running out of Cebu. No, yeah, they're all toast. Which I don't. Yeah, where you're at, looks like you're in the same kind of weather pocket that we are. It's not really too bad. Not really raining at all. Yeah, shout out to you and Juvie. Yeah, these guys, they have a really, really cool resort out on Comotus. So if you've seen my earlier videos, I'm staying with these guys, and just a real treat being with you, and I can't wait to make it out there. Yeah. So if you see my videos, you'll see a link to their property. You can book directly through them, or they're also on Agoda. But yeah, man, I hope it's good out there. Like I said, it looks like this is similar weather pattern. Yeah, Comotus is I love it out there. I love Comotus. I'll be back in 2025 for sure. Yeah, maybe it will start 7:30 p.m. Oh, did it? When's that from? 7:51. What do you mean? I'm starting. Now you got me. I started it. Chris, you are adapting to the culture in Pinoy time. Well, wait a second. What's he talking about? Did I? Because I started. Oh, I don't even know if I was a minute late. I think I started right at 7:30, maybe 7:31. They take 20%. Oh, they take 20% booking fee. Yeah. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do, David, is I'm going to use them to find the property and then contact the property directly somehow, either through Facebook or whatever. Just because, man, that was such a, it was whatever, 12,000 pesos for, my hotel there. And I can't go if I wanted to. Everything's canceled. So I, they're not going to give me any kind of refund. So that little bit of a disappointment. Well, I think if I made the reservation directly, I could have maybe even not made a reservation where I was paid in full, but maybe even just book it and then cancel it. So yeah, but yeah, man, I hope you guys are good out there. Yeah. Contacting property directly is always the best choice. Yeah, I'm learning. It's just, it did make it convenient while I was traveling to just kind of boom, book and go. It made it really fast, but this kind of stuff where I'm paying more and I can't make any cancellations or cancellations that are not easy. And that's been my experience before where I had to make a cancellation in Palawan one time. And, it's just kind of a pain. Thankfully, I knew that property. I'd stayed there dozens of times. So I was in contact with the owners. And I said, look, I can't make it. And they're like, yeah, no problem. We'll credit it and you could use it next time. But yeah, that's one of the things about Agoda that I'm not really liking as much. Yep. Guess they have a brownout and the generator won't start. Dude, yeah. He's commenting like I'm not on, but are you not seeing me, man? Is the, hey, babe? Yeah. Is the live on YouTube? Right? Are you seeing it on YouTube? Yeah. Weird, dude. Yeah, it's you're commenting like you're not seeing me. Right? What do you think he means, man? Sweetie. Yeah? All right. Are you in your own world back there?
No, I'm watching your live.
Yeah, I know, but he's commenting like I'm not on. Anyways, is on his way. Buy diesel for the generator. Yeah. No, I'm here, dude. I bet you know what? Maybe it's your internet. Maybe it's the internet. Can of beans, Chris. Your kids ever mentioned coming over to the Philippines? Yes, they have, both. So I have a son and a daughter. Now, the plan is I'm going to go back to the United States in May for my daughter's high school graduation, and she wants to come back and stay, for a little bit, and then kind of tour around, things like that. My son, I talked. He's in Tampa, and I talked to him before the storm that hit there recently, and he also too is considering coming out and checking it out at some point. So yes, absolutely, they're both very interested in coming, and I've got friends that are looking to come out. So far, though, nobody from the United States has come visit me, which is unfortunate because honestly, I've been in this 2-bedroom condo for the past year, and it's really an opportune time for my friends and family to come out. But yeah, so far, and they're busy. Like my she's finishing up high school, so that wouldn't have worked so well. But yeah, so folks are busy back there. My area rarely has brownouts, knock on wood. Yeah, Richard, we've had them here. Even like yesterday, we had one, right? But in Selena, when I was there for a year, we had them there. But they're like the generators kick right off, so sometimes you don't even notice them. Like yesterday, we were at the elevator, we were leaving, and boom, the power went down, and then boom, like seconds later, the generators came right back up. So it wasn't quite uninterrupted. The elevators did reset, so we just took the stairs down. But yeah, every place I've had so far has generators, so really nice. And even as like I said, when I'm in that inquiry of building my own place, I plan on having, either be full off grid with solar or at least have solar in place where I could be, several days without power if needed. Yeah, I mean, full off grid, I think the more I think about it, that would be ideal. That'd be really cool. Yeah, live's good, man. Just waiting for Mary Rose to jump up and do the pinky pinky dance. What's the pinky pinky dance? Do you know what that is? Sadly, there is news. A body of a white male was found washed up in southern Mindanao. Oh wow! I wonder if it's that dude that was that got abducted out of there. I did hear about that, right? And there's some dangers. There's some regions. Let's pull up the map. There's definitely some regions we want to stay out of, right? And there's been a lot of talk about that. I haven't really done anything on that, just because I think it's not overdone, but there's plenty of people covering that. But since it's here on the live, we can talk about it. So this peninsula here, we want to stay out of here, the Zamboanga area, the Sulu Islands, and then Marawi City. We don't want to go there, right? That's could be which is kind of wild because I'm going to be traveling. Most of this, Iligan City is, we can travel through here, but it's pretty close in proximity. Also, too, on that list, it's the first time I've really kind of heard this, and was surprised to me was General Santos. My trainer, Jason, shout out to you, brother. He's from General Santos. It was a place I wanted to visit, but now I probably won't go down there just because it is recommended not for us not to go. But that's really the areas of that are known to be issues. Now, I've had actually Filipino friends, here kind of talk to me about, they're like, Chris, any remote area, she even mentioned Bohol, even some of the remote mountains of Bohol, you want to be really careful, because that's where these insurgents, these people kind of go and hide. So I think it kind of goes out to a lot of these other remote areas, even just kind of outside those that we just spoke about. And I think if we keep our Western mindset with us, because let's face it, right, in general, the Philippines is probably safer than most major urban cities in the United States. So if we keep that mindset with us, I think we'll be fine. Try not to stand out. I was talking to this buddy of mine. He's a really successful real estate guy from Switzerland, right? And we're both dressed up. We're having a nice dinner. We're in slacks. We're talking about safety, and it's like, yeah, we wouldn't want to be like walking around, Carbon Market area dressed like this. You just really want to try to fit in, as much as possible. Short sleeve casual shirts, shorts, slippers. Try to blend in as much as you can. It's hard being whatever, close to 6 feet and 200 pounds, right? And white. It's kind of hard to blend in, but you can not give away, not being flashy and stuff like that. I think is key, especially if you're in remoter areas. There really is no reason to be dressed like you just stepped off the golf course when you're out in the middle of the woods, So I think that's kind of important for us to kind of look at. But yeah, man, I hope, I hope everyone, kind of down. And then just like I said, being out, having some wits about us, right? Especially if we're anywhere, I think we have to have that. Hey, Chris, when you purchase a new bike, I think you said you can ride it for 24 hours. You then have to park it while you wait for tags. I thought that can take several weeks. Hey, Calvin, yeah. So when you buy a bike, you get a pass from the dealership to take it home that day. Unfortunately, it's only that day. It's not necessarily 24 hours, but you get a pass to ride it that day. And then, you can't ride it until your paperwork comes in. So you're looking for the OR, which is the official receipt, and the CR, which is I think it's customer receipt. Crap, I can't remember. But the OR and the CR. Now, one of them comes in pretty early, within a week. Now, technically, you need both. But what I have noticed is that when I got pulled over or when I got on a ferry or any of that stuff, they just wanted to see one. So what I had done, and I don't recommend this because I don't know if it's legal or illegal or whatever. But what I had done, as soon as I got one of those, I printed my plate, because on that, it shows your plate number. I printed my plate, and then I was gone, right? Like I was on a ferry, I was riding, I was all over. So, but technically, I believe you need both. You need the OR and the CR before you can drive. Now, the CR, the second one, whichever one came in second, that did take about, on this recent bike, I think it took about 4 to 6 weeks to get that. The first one took 1 week. I had that. It was emailed to me because I was already registered with the LTO office. It was emailed me because I had purchased a bike before. So this is the second bike that I bought. So yeah, it can be a little bit of a time. But what you can do, some dealerships, Calvin may do this, some may not. You can go back to them and say, hey, can you give me a day pass? I'd like to go ride today. And they could print out, basically what they do is they print out like a sales receipt. Like it makes it look like you just bought the bike that day. And that's enough for the LTO to be like, okay, but technically that's illegal. They're not supposed to do that. So you could potentially ask for that. Whether or not they acknowledge and give you that is a different story. They may not. Thankfully for me, because I was already registered with the LTO, I got one of the documents really quick, and then I rode with that. The key is having a license plate, right? That's the big factor, because if you're riding around on a motorcycle or with no license plate, that is a problem, and you will get pulled over like that. It's a big red flag. But if you can as soon as you get that paperwork, the first one, it has your plate number on there. So boom, I just immediately ran off to the mall. I got my plate printed. I put it on there. And then I was like, okay, good. At least now I'm not a driving red flag, right? And then also too, when I went on the ferries, I just showed them the copy of the one paperwork that I had, which was whatever. It was either the OR or the CR. I don't remember which. And the other thing about that, when you get on a ferry, is every ferry that I've been on, and I've probably been on close to 30 or 20 or so ferries now, none of them have required a paper copy. They've all been okay with an electronic copy on my phone. So just kind of also too, a pro tip on that. But yeah, there is a little bit of a delay, Calvin, when you buy a bike. Now that does not happen with a used bike. So if you buy, and the reason is the used bike's already registered. So as soon as you buy a used bike, you can go. there are some things around buying used bikes though that you may want to avoid. But as far as it might not be taken care of and stuff like that. But yes, you're absolutely right. There's a little bit of a timing when you buy a new vehicle, Calvin, and it is very different from the United States. The good news is it's getting faster. So this is kind of a new process that they rolled out in 2024 with the more online stuff. And so it is getting a little bit faster. When I bought my Royal Enfield, it actually took 3 months for my bike to be registered, almost 3 months. So yeah. The abducted guy is is potentially the guy the body that they found. Well, one of the things that I heard about that is that he was shot when he was trying to flee. So yeah, if he had been a couple days with a gunshot wound, yeah, that's pretty rough. Yes, I'm on YouTube. You're on. Okay, good. I'm on YouTube. Are you commenting on whether or not I was actually live or not? Yeah. I'm up and running. I'm live from the Philippines, from La Hague. Yeah, it's kind of funny. Hey, does Cebu have big city things like theater, plays and stuff, symphony, etc., museums, galleries? Yeah, Can of Beans, that is the one thing that actually isn't here too much. It's a little bit, but nothing like the West. Performing arts, museum, symphony. I mean, at least you can maybe find it. There might be. I don't think there's a Cebu Symphony. The Manila, I think, has all of that. I think Manila does. Cebu, I don't think really does. There's movie theaters, right? There's IMAX movie theater and stuff like that. But plays, they're kind of are, but hidden. I did go to a monologue where there were some actors that were performing, but it was small, right? It was like in this house. There's maybe 25, 30 people there. So there's just these they're kind of tucked away, hidden kind of thing, right? And it's really interesting because that's a lot of the things that are here. Part of the challenge is just finding them, finding out what's going on, where they're at, where they're posted. Facebook is a big tool for that. So, I mean, there's definitely a lot of music. I feel like the Philippines is more musical than the United States in many ways. I mean, these guys are practically born on a karaoke machine, right? So very musical country, very musical country and society culture. But as far as like the performing arts, like plays and seeing the Book of Mormon or anything like that, I doubt you'll find any of that. You definitely won't. I don't think you'll find any of that here in Cebu. Maybe not even Manila. So that is one of the things that's not there. But you can find these little pockets of kind of really interesting types of performing arts that are here. So really great question. Is it something that I've also thought of as well? I used to love going to the Colorado Symphony in Denver at the Buell Theater. So yeah, I enjoyed that as well. And then the museums and stuff too, right? Like I was a fan of museums and all of that. But yeah, there is some of that here, but not as much. Yeah, Manila might have more. Blending in for safety reasons. Yes, good tips. I want to wear my pajama pants. So true, right? It's so true. That was one of the things. I heard something beeping. That was one of the things that got me when I first got here. Is all the girls wearing pajama pants out and about. That's so true, dude. That's hilarious. Yeah, I need to get my cow moon pajama pants and wear them out on the street on my motorcycle with a pair of like sleeping goggles like over. Oh, brother, you bust me up. What's up, Dan? Hey, Dan, what's going on, man? Yes, great to see you live online. Back December. All right, good. Yeah, we should be in town, man. Mary Rose is here. We're actually stuck in Cebu, but Mary Rose is here. So, and our plan is to come back to Cebu around that time for Christmas. She'll be on Christmas break. I think we're going to stay here, hang out for the little bit of time in December. I don't know. We might. What's that? Oh, We might go. I heard a noise. It must have come from the computer. We might come do a trip or something. Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we might go traveling around. Yes. Yeah, Walmart attire, right? Yeah, so wild. Yeah, 17 of elevation, experiencing thick B19 Celsius, windy, heavy rain since yesterday, but no brownout. Yeah, here in Central Negros. Okay, cool. Yeah, nice. Yeah, dude, I really wanted to. I wanted to get out to Don Salvador. I will. I'm gonna get out there. I will get out there. Maybe I'll just find a place to stay out there, and crash for a couple days and film it and ride it and film it. I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to wait for the storm to blow over, unfortunately. But I'll think about it over the next couple of days. Come on a plan. I'm really, really sad that I missed that area where you're at out there. But yeah, you're getting some rain out there. It's interesting. Cebu's not getting anything. It's freaking. You can see the sun out there. It's dry. It's hardly even windy. It is overcast though. It is overcast. But yeah. I had 7 weeks of sales receipts. It took me months to get my official LTO plate. Now that's a different deal, right, Richard? The official LTO plate, which, shout out to you for sending me all the information on that too, regarding that being a requirement coming up. But yeah, so guys, when I first bought my bike back in earlier in this year, there you would just go to the store, you'd go down to the mall and print your own plate once you got your plate number, right? Now you actually have to get an official plate. And I still never got my official plate for my first bike. And I bought that, going on a year now, right? So the plate process is a little bit convoluted. And now my new bike, I did get the plate for. So that bike is fully registered. It's got the official plate and all that. So that is another factor in the new bike buying process are the official plates. So, and that is a process that is being developed. I shot videos on that on the line. I mean, I was there for like 5 hours one day, standing in that line. So, I do have my official plate now on my one bike. Now on the Royal Enfield, I don't. I'm going to follow up actually with Motor Race here, because I believe they have it according to the LTO office. It's got to come from Motor Race, and then the Honda ADV scooter that I have now. That has that. And yeah, I'm really liking that ADV kind of the more I ride that, and the scooter. It's a sharp little bike. We've been riding it, just kind of scooting around town, like going down the street to pick up groceries, drop off laundry. Really cool bike. So yes. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. We're going to go to the Pancake House, man. That'll buy Mary Rose and I breakfast easily. Yeah, less than 1,000 pesos. So breakfast on you, man. Appreciate that. Jeff bought us breakfast.
Second breakfast?
Yes, of course, second breakfast. It's more of a brunch. So I usually get up around 5 and have breakfast around 6 or 6:30, right? And then by 10 o'clock, I'm ready for another meal. So I usually go get like a second breakfast or like a brunch. But yeah, thanks so much, Jeff. Appreciate it. Salamat kayo. 5 months? What's 5 months? I missed it. What was I talking about? 5 months. Where are we at? Let me scroll up.
5 months about the sales receipts.
5 months what?
About the sales receipt.
Sales receipt.
Get my official LTO plate.
Huh?
The first comment before the Jeff sent the sticker.
What's 5 months about, Richard? Yeah, I'm not sure. LTMS certification for registration with temporary CR stamp. Yes, I have that. So yes, I have that on both my bikes. Wow, Dan, you're really aware of that. Yeah, that process. And the plate number on it as well. I got it when I got my Vespa in September. That will get me fitted for my sidecar. Dude, let's go, man. Dude, let's go riding. Let's go. Yeah, so I actually have that sticker on both my Honda ADV and the Royal Enfield now. Because Chris and I, the previous owner of the Honda, he and I actually went together to the LTO office, and he got his stamped and I got mine stamped. But you're right. It has the plate number on it as well. Yep. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Yes, Lahar washed out, clean the rivers. Okay. Yeah, it's getting a lot of moisture out there. Yeah, I'm glad I'm not trying to ride around in this. That was the other part. I was just as uninterested in uh in just being out. I mean, I don't mind riding in the rain, and I've got some really good rain gear. I just didn't want to be like 4 days in it, kind of riding around. I mean, it's 80 degrees and raining, so it's not like Colorado where you got to worry about hypothermia. But I just and I just wanted to film it. Right, I was really excited to be in your area, filming that location. So yeah, no, that's great. Dan, yeah, thanks, brother. Thank you. Well, we'll get dinner on you. So Jeff brought us lunch. You got us dinner. I appreciate that. No, dude, I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. Looking forward to you coming back out. Looking forward to all of us hanging out with Mary Rose. We gotta do some adventures with the sidecar. And just so you know too, I've actually made some big progress in setting up a local business here. I was really surprised because you and I talked a little bit about this. I have a local Filipino businessman who's already doing a lot of stuff around YouTube. You guys are going to recognize him, but it's in the works. But he and I are looking to partner up, and we're going to set up a bunch of stuff. I'm really excited about it. We're going to set up the tour stuff that I was talking to you guys about, as well as you in person. I'm also going to be setting up a consulting side where, where one of the things I looked at, Dan, and for everybody is I really saw for myself, if I had a place to live even before coming out here, what a huge stress reliever that would be. So we really want to kind of package in, getting people set up in accommodations like Selena, have some properties out in Selena, have some properties out in IT Park, either like a 38 Plaza. So he and I are going to work together to offer all kinds of services like that. So just really excited. So yeah, I can't wait, man. Mary Rose is going to do language lessons. We're going to get you guys living here, covered in insurance, in a house, and speaking Bisaya. And we'll go on some rides together. So really excited about everything that's really coming together. And one of the first parts of that is me getting where I can work legally in the country. So, I mean, even kind of these consulting calls, thankfully, I haven't really done hardly any of them. Those are in a gray area with the Philippines immigration. YouTube is not, because YouTube is technically, I'm being paid by Google offshore, but this consulting stuff, these guys that are doing that kind of stuff have to be really careful, like even the hour-long conference calls, because technically you're here in the country making money. So anyways, thank you so much, Dan. Appreciate it, and looking forward to hanging out with you and doing some riding, man. Yeah. Hey, Mary Rose. So what does Mary Rose think of all your YouTube craziness? Come on over. What do you think of all the YouTube craziness?
It's new for me, but I'm your number one fan.
You're so sweet. New for you. So,
Yeah.
what are some of the challenges that you've had with YouTube
Um,
that you can think of? Anything that stand out? How about the guy that came out to Lete? Yeah. No. All right. Well. Yeah. It's been but you've enjoyed it a little bit too, right? And meeting the people that we've met so far. Yeah. Met some really good people. Meeting a lot of great people. We have dinner with some folks just the other night. It's really great folks. So yeah. No, it's been all right. It's a roller coaster. There's some bad with it for sure, right? It's also a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Makes you a little stressed and talk to yourself all the time.
It makes me. I'm stressed and talk to myself no matter what. I think out loud a lot. So yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I do get a little worked up. But you know what it is that works me up? I think it's some of the people that I meet that I just are like, this doesn't work, right? You know what I mean? Like we've encountered some people recently where we've had to kind of remove them from our lives, and so. But yeah, I think that's the part that kind of gets me. But it's all experiences, all life, and getting better at that has been is something I've, because my last profession and really my whole professional career was all about taking care of people, all about making people happy, and then really doing what I needed to do to make sure I was taking care of them. I couldn't choose my customer, right? I was signed in a law firm, and so no matter what was going on in that dynamic, I had to make it work. So I could it's not like I could fire an attorney. You know, here it's really interesting because I can really choose my customer base, right? Or who I, not even my customers, I can really choose who I interact with. And so developing skills how to fire those people in a way that's respectful, and that has been something I've really kind of learned over the past couple months, which has been phenomenal. I've really, I think I've actually made a lot of progress on that. But you know, admittedly, it's been a learning experience. You know, kind of removing what I would describe as just kind of toxic people out of my life. So, but yeah, for the most part, though, everyone's been great. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. It's been a little bit of a challenge, you know. Yes, we'll coordinate a trip. Let's go. Hey, as I work through Mindanao, do you want me to swing by your place in Batuan and shoot a video on that? I don't mind. Would love to because I'll be in that area if you want me to. If you're in a space where you want me to promote it or shoot a video on it, let me know. More than happy, brother. More than happy. What's that?
You skip this one.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. Yeah. 100% registration new bike wouldn't. Oh yeah, you did. You're right. I did miss over that one. Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, if I skip over a comment accidentally, let me know. Not intentional. Yeah, the interface is a little bit weird on here. All right. Yeah. All right, good. Chris, I understand registration of a new bike will include liability insurance. You're absolutely right. But what about comprehensive? No, it does include liability, though. Is it available? Does it cost a lot? Do you carry it on my bikes? I don't carry it, Kelvin. I believe there's a company called Standard Insurance that you can get. I basically do a lot of it out of pocket. It's really interesting, Calvin. Insurance in general, while you're talking medical, accident, isn't something that's really commonly used here at all. One of the big differences between the United States and the Philippines. Here, you can just do a lot of out of pocket stuff. So if you get in an accident, you can easily get the bike serviced, repaired, and fixed for really next to nothing, less than whatever, probably 500 US to get all that, depending on the level of accident, right? So what a lot of people do is they self-insure, whether that be self-medical insure as well as the auto insurance. But there are things available. They're just not very common. When I bought my bike, I asked similar questions, and Standard, I believe, was the name of the company who can offer insurance stuff. Yeah, let's do a trip, man. Definitely, let's do a trip. And like I said, let me know about if you want me to shoot some videos around your properties. Also, dude, I would love to. I don't know if the timing will work, but I'd love to get out to Kamigan. Yeah, I'd love to get out to Kamigan and get out there. So even if you want me to shoot something out there, I would love to. Is Mary Rose putting Mickey Mouse ears on the background? Yeah, I know that.
It's not Mickey Mouse. It's a headband.
Yeah, it's a headband. Yeah, let me see that for a second. What's that? Does that keep your hair back? Watch out for a second, because you're blocking the. Yeah, there you go. or like that. I feel like, what's you call it? Here, come on over here. You're behind me, and it'll look funny. Yeah. Oh well. 5 months to get my LTO plate. I left that out of the previous statement. Oh, okay, I got you now. That's the 5 months. 5 months to get my LTO plate. I left that out in the previous statement. Mary Rose, yeah, I got it. Put her on camera, and you do the pinky dance. What is the pinky? You know what the pinky dance is?
No.
She doesn't know what the pinky dance is either. Is it that? Yeah, I don't know. Or as Chris calls it, yeah. What is, all right, let's look. What is the pinky dance? Add the stage. Maybe I should look it up before I add it to stage. Just in case. Pinky dance routine. TikTok. I have no idea what that is. All right, I have no idea what that is. Oh man. Yeah, I know you are. Yep. Yeah, man. Yep. Yeah, there's a lot going on in that area. Really excited about that. Oh, could you do?
Coffee?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, a lot going on in that area. Really super excited about that, man. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. Was that when I had the headband on? Yeah, yeah. That's something I have to be careful of, right? I don't want to. Yeah, that's something I have to be really careful of because then I get put in a category of what's that, Tate or whatever, and yeah, I want to be careful of that one. But I think dating advice, dating strategies, absolutely, right? Absolutely. I've learned so much in that area. Really, really, really. There are tools to make it easier for dating. Without a doubt, I can help out. Yeah, really just a complete, really just a comprehensive package for folks to really get them hitting the ground running in every area of their life, right? Medical, housing, dating, actually an aspect of it, language lessons, storage. That was the other thing. It's like, where the heck do I ship my boxes? As I was shipping over, I think 3 or 4 of the boxes, I didn't have a address, so all this stuff is there that I feel like, you know what, let's put this together. Let's offer it as a package for people to kind of go into, as well as like, I was envisioning like probably 4 consulting sessions, 2 before, 2 after, meetups and stuff like that. So all that stuff, man, I'm really excited about, how things that I've been doing for people over the past 2 years. And I've kind of taken notes and all that. So excited about, but I couldn't do it legally. I mean, like there's no way I could do it. Charging, I'd be working here illegally, right? So, yeah, really super excited about putting all this together. It's coming hopefully soon. 50 plus, we all start mumbling out loud. I know, dude. It shocks her. She's like, "Are you talking to yourself?" I'm like, "All the time. What are you talking about?" Oh, nonstop, man. Nonstop. A lot of people have commented about, it's like, dude, you're always thinking. I was like, well, aren't you? What do you mean? Isn't that normal? Oh, it is kind of funny. Yeah, really funny. Yeah. Hey, Kevin, what's going on, man? Hope you're all doing well. Yeah, roommate for a week. Hope all is well. I get you're coming back here, dude. There's some weather going on here, so my plans unfortunately have changed. Where I'm actually stuck in Cebu. I can't go anywhere right now. Both Mary Rose and I. She's supposed to be back in Leyte. She can't leave because all the ferries are closed. But it doesn't look that bad. It really doesn't. It's just really a tropical storm. So, I mean, you can see it's sunny and I don't even think it's windy or rainy out there now. At least where we're at in Cebu. Now up north in Luzon, they're getting some moisture, but here it's not bad. Yeah, you'll talk to Erica about the end and yeah. Let me know, man. And if it's not, it's not nothing you're interested in, yeah, not a problem. But I will be in that area. I will definitely, if you want me to shoot some videos on it, I would love to. Would love to. Yeah. Thanks, man. I carry full coverage insurance through Strong Insurance Company. All right, cool. Yeah, good to know, Richard. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I need to, especially as much riding as I'm doing. Yeah, the hairband. Oh, yeah, nice. Oh, that's the place in Kamigan. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'd love to get out to Kamigan. Honestly, I'd love to get out there, and maybe I can time it. My one concern is about that, doing it down on this trip, is what do I do with my bike? It can work. Maybe I could store it in in CDO somewhere while I'm over in Kamigan. But that's my one deal, is what do I do with my bike? Or maybe I can get it over there. I don't know if you'd want to ride on Kamigan or not. Let's get a map up. Let's present, share screen, new tab. Let's see if I don't even know if you could ride. Do they rent bikes out there? Yeah, I mean, a small island, right? There is a little bit of a road on the perimeter. Well, there's an airport. Yeah, maybe that'd be cool. If I can get my bike out there, that would be different and ride the perimeter. But that's my one thing about doing it on this trip, is leaving my bike. And I think they have a ferry right from CDO. I would imagine they have a ferry there too, somewhere. But yeah, I'm love to get out to Kamigan and check that out soon. Crispy pimpin'. Yeah. I'm trying, man. I'm trying to live out here, figuring it out as I go. Let's get some coffee. Yeah. I don't know when are you coming out? Yeah, I thought you were coming back out soon, right? I was supposed to be gone today. Yeah, today my reservation starts in McCollum, so I'll probably head out of here. I'm suspecting I'll probably head out Friday or Saturday. The owner of the condo is coming in town tomorrow, so he'll be here. He's got some stuff to do here, do the flooring and that. So I was planning on being out while he was. Well, it's just the timing was such where I was going to be in Mascara Festival. Now I'm in town, but yeah, I'm still going to head out here as soon as I can. Really, to kind of I'm itching to do this road trip. Bentine is getting wrecked. I don't think so. Yeah, this storm is pretty mild. Yeah, I don't think Bentine Island is really getting any kind of.
It has a signal number one in the Dayan.
Yeah, but it's a small storm. Yeah.
It's rain and wind.
Yeah. So Bentine Island is pretty good. We can pull up windy. I don't think really anything's getting wrecked in this storm. I think it's pretty. Well, I mean, they're going to get some rain and some wind, but nothing like. Yeah, it's a pretty mild storm, honestly. I know that looks kind of intimidating, but it's really not. Where's Cebu? Yeah, so right through here, there's Bentine. So I mean, I don't even know if they're getting rain right now, right? But yeah, no, it's a pretty mild storm for the most part. Yeah, pretty mild storm. Nothing bad. Yeah. Ferry to Kamigan and ride there is a way to go, in my opinion. Not sure if they ride bikes. It is a good size island. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. Well, maybe I see if I can get a row to take my bike out there. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I was surprised, man. Dan, I got my bike on a really small freaking I was coming back from Mary Rose. I was coming back from Leyte, and I was in the Palmpon Pier, and they're like, "Oh, we're closed. There's no ferry today, but you can go up to another town and find one." And then I drove up, and it was this small boat, man. These 4 or 5 guys picked up my boat and put it on the smaller boat. I was blown away, man. I was just like, wow, this is absolutely incredible. I don't know if I could find a picture on that, but that was insane, man. Let me see if I can find a picture and present that. I could not believe that. Hold on. We're all caught up on comments, so almost anyways. When was that? That was before. Yeah, it's just this tiny, tiny little boat, man. And it wasn't too bad. So many photos. One second. Yeah, maybe I can't find it so far ago. Wow, just beautiful. Yeah, I guess I can't find it. Oh well. But yeah, tiny little boat. I should have been vlogging, and picked it right up. 4 guys, put it on the bike, strapped it to the front, and away we're at. Yeah, I should be on the road hopefully Saturday or Sunday. Yep. Rent bikes. I'll get more information for you, chat. Oh, thanks, Dan. Yeah, appreciate that, dude. Yeah, appreciate that. So can you do a moment of silence and show us that you're talking out loud thing? Why did he say that? What's going on? Yeah, I do a little bit of self-chat, self-talk. And I guess, it helps us think things through. Here, hold on. I think I can share this screen. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you so much. Didn't I do a search on? Yeah, talking to yourself is normal. Here, I'll share the screen. Here's the chat GBT option here that I've done. Stop, present, share screen, window. Yeah, here's chat GBT, share. So I asked chat GBT, I said, how common is it to talk to yourself? Are you crazy if you do? Oh, it's so funny. Talking to yourself is very common and completely normal. In fact, most people do it regularly. Oh, it's so funny. It's a way for the brain to process thoughts, plan, and stay focused. Yeah, self-talk. You're definitely not crazy for talking to yourself. In some cases, it actually improves cognitive performance. However, if self-talk involves conversations that you feel intrusive or you hear voices that don't seem to come from you, it might be worth exploring further professional help. Oh, that's so right. I love freaking chat GBT, man. I freaking love it. It's so funny. So great. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. You guys should dive into that stuff. I'm telling you, man. Yeah. I mean, just that example, that output, right? If you were to put that in Google, you'd never find, you'd have to dig through whatever, all kinds of articles and crap to really even get any kind of answer. So it's funny. Matt, where do you go for coffee near JY, or do you hit somewhere in IT Park? Yeah, I haven't really gone to any coffee here in JY, although there is a coffee shop there. I think there's a Dunkin' Donuts. I think there are two places there. There's a Dunkin' Donuts and there's a coffee shop there. I've not been to either. So you're right. I don't really do anything in JY. I do typically go to IT Park, and I like going to Bo's Coffee. There's a really good pour over in both Bo's Coffee there, as well as the Starbucks. Actually, it's the Starbucks Reserve. They also do some pour overs too. I like the pour overs for one. They're super cheap. Whatever, they're couple bucks. And to me, they're better tasting coffee, where I don't need to really add any kind of garbage to it to make it taste better. But yeah, the other place I like to go, honestly, these really good coffee shops too, are these Tightrope Cafe. I think I've shot some videos in there too. I shot a video in there a while back. I should do another one. Tightrope Cafe is freaking phenomenal. Really a big fan of them. There's really good coffee here in Cebu. What they're missing though is a local roaster. Yeah, if you want to start up a business, you could do some coffee roasting here. But yeah, that's where usually exactly right. But Tightrope Cafe is really good if you're here in the area. If you're looking for premium coffee, they also have really a good menu too. So yeah, Matt. Yeah, cool, man. Hey, Chris, Jim from what's going on, Jim? Just joined the live stream. Yeah, I'm just chilling out. We thought we'd do a live. I did put it up on the schedule and calendar, this one. I like the little thumbnail, man. That was pretty cool. Again, that was a chat GBT situation where they created that. Yeah, YouTube thumbnail request. Yeah, man. I mean, check that out. That's freaking rock star. Yeah, give me a thumbnail. What was the input that make a YouTube thumbnail in JPEG form with the title "Live from Beverly Hills La Hug." Also have it with the title "Tropical Storm Kristine." And look at that. I mean, that's just freaking epic, man. Seconds. Nah, so cool, man. So cool. Big fan of AI and that whole scenario. Anything new with you, man? Hope you're doing great. Well, yeah, just trying to get traveling around again, doing some more road trips. I got the bike, the Honda, really configured to do really good touring here. Got my top boxes, I got my panniers. So yeah, just kind of touring around, hanging out. Nothing too exciting, really. Can't think of it. Huh? What's that? Yeah, I picked up. So Chris, I think you met Chris, right? Chris Battles. He went back to United States, and I bought his bike from him, and so I have the Honda ADV 160. We've been riding around on that and experimenting with that. I do like that bike. It is a great machine for the Philippines. I do like my motorcycle for more of a touring kind of deal. But yeah, so that's just been really about it. Really kind of the same old, nothing too exciting. Doing you know, that kind of stuff, touring around, traveling around. I spent a couple weeks out in Palampanlete over at Mary Rose's. So at our apartment out there. Yeah. It's been about anything else going on, babe? Yeah, it's been about it. Same old, just kind of traveling around, learning, figuring stuff out. You have drone bloopers? Thankfully, no. Because I think drone bloopers are, you know, pretty major, right? You know, as far as wrecking the drone or anything like that. I've had some super close encounters. We were out, I was with Chris, we were out in Leyte, and I was flying out. I was ways away. You know, I could see the drone, but, you know, whatever. It was a good probably, I don't know, maybe 300 yards away. And I couldn't see it, but there was a line that was shooting across, and I just missed it. And the drone can't detect that. So, you know, that would have been a mucky walk through probably a rice field trying to pick up that drone. So yeah, no, I haven't had any bloopers so far, thankfully. I mean, I had some. So that video of the Honda where I brought the drone up, I had some problems landing the drone. It wouldn't land. So yeah, I'm still very much figuring it out. But it's been a good time, man. I really like the drone stuff a lot. It's fun to fly. And this other one that I bought, I need to fly it some more. It's hard to fly in the city for me. I don't really quite feel comfortable yet flying it in the city, just because I don't want to crash it into anything or anyone kind of deal. But you know, once I get out in these remote areas, I definitely get the drones out and start flying them around so I can get better practice with them. But the new drone that I bought is really cool. It's a FPV drone. You could really fly it low and in between stuff. So excited to experiment more with that. Yes, of course. I still chat with KB. Yeah. He's back in the United States. So yep, be nice to see. Hopefully he makes it out here soon and makes it to the Philippines. Makes it back here. I know he had some stuff where he was had to go back. So yeah, it was unfortunate. And you know, sometimes that happens with guys where, you know, they're here and for whatever reason you know, either they don't like it or they have stuff come up in the United States and they got to go back home. So I think he's not the first guy. There's been a bunch. Well, most of the guys that I meet and go back, they kind of know that, right? So I would say he's the kind of the first guy that I've met that had a full intention of staying and then peel out, you know. But he just might be the first guy that I'm aware of. You know, I may have met several guys too that are back. They just, you know, for whatever reason, kind of fall off radar. I've met hundreds of guys, hundreds of them. So not everyone I meet, I'm still kind of in contact with for whatever reason, you know. A lot of times too, I'm hard to track down in some ways where, I mean, you know that, right? I'm just kind of out and about and doing different things quite a bit. So yes, we'll see. What else is going on, everybody? Anything else we want to talk about? Anything else happening? What do we got today? Today we got our housekeeper coming by. She's going to come by and clean the house. So that'll be nice. She should be here. I don't know when she's coming. Let's see if, I don't have any messages from her. But that'll be nice. Get the house all clean. You can get housekeepers out here. I think she's going to charge us a little bit on the expensive side, but it's a big house, right? So it's a 2-bedroom, I think almost 100 square meter place. So it's going to cost us I think it's $60 to get that. And she's here like, I don't even know, 8-10 hours. So she'll be here. That's the other thing I want to do is if people are looking for maid services, get them connected with some maid services as well as a personal chef. So I've got meal services, maid services, all that stuff. I'm going to be looking to kind of help people out. But yeah, I've got a maid coming by to clean up the house today. You're in Beverly Hills. I knew you were the real Bruce Willis, right? Yes, live from the Beverly Hills. It is. It's pretty wild, man. But I can't really show you on the camera, but there is these freaking huge mansions right outside, just massive. Yeah, this part of Cebu, I'll pull it up on a map. Let's see here. stop screen share, and then present, share screen. Yeah, we'll share that screen, and then we'll go out. I'll show you on the map. Let's see here. Yeah, so all along up in here, all along this ridge, along this river, these are just gorgeous. Yeah, Beverly Hills hug Cebu. Yeah, it's just really beautiful up here. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some riding through here in Cebu too, actually, as I'm looking at it. I really want to get out. Yeah, I should fly the drone up through this area right here and just kind of show you guys. I'll see if I can get that done. I can't, it's too windy. I thought about doing it this morning, but it was a little bit too on the windy side with the storm blowing through. But I did put in some footage. That footage was up in the mountains that I shot a while ago. But yeah, I'm going to do some more rides actually through here in Cebu. That was another thing I asked ChatGPT, or some of the neighborhoods that I could ride through here, and it came up with some pretty cool roads right out of Cebu City. Has it been raining a lot because of Kristine? No, actually, not here, Jim. It's been really dry. There hasn't been a lot of rain at all. Now in other parts, right? Other parts there's some rain, but where I'm at, there is not. Yeah, let's pull up. Wendy gives you a good visual too. Yeah, so here's the storm. And so I'm right here. Oops, I didn't present? Oh yeah, I did. Okay. So here's the storm. I'm here in Cebu City. So we're at kind of at the outer ridge. So really what we're getting, and it's really what's interesting about Cebu City is you're in this pocket. I've noticed you just don't really get the kind of moisture in the weather that other areas of the Philippines do. So you can even see here that because it's whipping around here, even being on this east side of the island, you know, they're getting some stuff over on, this is a wind map. This is not precipitation. So let's see if I can, do they have on here? Anyways. So on this side of the island, we're just not getting it. So on the flip side, though, Bacolod, where I was going to go, because they're on that side of the island, or that side of Negros, right? They're actually getting 4 days of rain, you know, so really different. And so even on this western side of Cebu, they're getting a lot more rain than here on the eastern side. So, but yeah, so where I'm at, really no rain at all. There is, however, a lot of rain up in Luzon in this area as you're closer to the storm. Where, yeah, lots of rain there. I think Zoom Earth is another good. You can show that too. And this is the precipitation that's falling down now. So you can see in the pocket here, Cebu, nothing. But Bacolod, wet. And then, of course, Luzon, really, really wet, right? Lots of rain. Lots of rain as the storm kind of whips through. Yeah. 50-mile-an-hour wind. Yeah. Getting some rain. Yeah, almost 19th of an inch. Yeah. Yeah, here's an inch, right? An inch an hour, right here in this band. Yeah, it's coming through. Yeah, over an inch an hour near the storm. But for me here, really, yeah, nothing. Nothing. Bacolod's getting some rain. And yeah, light rain for 4 days is what I saw. So, yeah, here's that in action. But yeah, so right now in Cebu, we'll get some rain later on today, but it's been pretty light and mild. Nothing really. Mary Rose know who Bruce Willis is. Do you know who Bruce Willis is?
Yeah.
Yep. If not, yeah, I got a Die Hard. Is it really a Christmas movie? I don't know, man. You know, go ahead.
The movie, it says that it's Christmas because he's trying to amend or repair his relationship with his wife.
Okay, so Mary Rose saying it's a Christmas movie because it happens during Christmas, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I have the same deal. Is it really a Christmas movie? It could be one of those things that it becomes one just because they play it all the time during Christmas. I don't know either. Yeah, I'm on the fence about. I don't think of it as a Christmas movie, but I know a lot of people do. But yeah, good old Bruce Willis and Die Hard. Yeah. Yes. Did you make? I didn't. Yeah, I was supposed to leave today, this morning, but all the ferries are canceled all throughout the Philippines. Well, on the island of Cebu, the ones of Bacolod are canceled. The ones here are canceled going out of Cebu. They're all canceled. So can't make it over to Bacola to get to the Mascara Festival, unfortunately. And it looks like they're going to be in that as we're, looking at the rain there. They're going to be in rain for the next, you can see there, for the next several days, for the next probably 4 days or so. So unfortunately, I actually canceled it. For one, I can't get there, and two, it looks like it's going to be a kind of a rainy, dreary kind of time. So I decided not to drive over. Well, I'll just postpone it. And what I'll do is I'll leave probably maybe on Saturday or Sunday over there and kind of film some of that Don Salvador area. So yeah, unfortunately, I had to cancel it. Yeah, hardly at all. Yeah, here in Cebu, it's really nothing. We'll probably get some moisture throughout, but not bad at all. Yep. Kristen Mary Rose, I love the happiness, positive energy. Made my evening. Stay safe and see you guys soon. Yeah, thanks, Dan. We'll see you out here soon, brother. Yep, see you out here soon. Yep. Schools are off today and less traffic. Yeah. Oh, no school in yeah. Wonder if schools are out here today too.
It just announced earlier that the Cebu City is also
Okay. What about schools?
It's all suspended, and also the ferry like in Tucamotes, Tumantayan.
All the ferries are done and schools are done. Yeah, okay. Yeah. It sounds like similar here. Or if you're here, that's what you're saying too. Yeah, well, we should get out and do a little bit today. Maybe we went out to the mall yesterday and just kind of kicked around. We thought about going to the movies. We swung by there and nothing really interested us at the movie theater. Really nice movie theater at SMC side. But yeah, probably maybe go get some massages today, chill out. If the cleaner comes by or not, it just kind of depends. Really kind of get stuff ready for a trip because I'm going to leave no matter what. So I got some packing and stuff to kind of go through and figure out what I want to take. Maybe try to fly the drones inside. I was flying the one drone inside the house for a while as I was
The new one.
Yeah, practicing getting used to it. Yeah. I couldn't make it out, unfortunately. Yeah. No ferries, no nothing. Yeah, and it sucked because I didn't get refunded for my hotel. So, I'd spent 11,000 pesos for a 5-night stay in Bacola that I won't be using. So a little bit of a disappointment there, but yeah, it happens. Maybe next year you can make it out to Mascara. Yep. I might be there also. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I want to go for sure. And yeah, it is. I'm sad that I'm not able to make it, but I also, when I looked at the weather and how it's supposed to be there really through the whole festival, it's like, I'm not interested in hanging out in the rain for 4 or 5 days. I'll just be here and then, or maybe head a different direction where it's not so rainy. I looked at possibly if I can get a ferry straight to Mindanao, maybe just start even going that direction. Because it looks like, as the storm kind of moves up to the west and the north, that things will clear out in the south. So I thought about trying to maybe, as soon as I can, maybe go straight down to Mindanao. So we'll see. I'll spend the next couple of days kind of figuring out and, just chill here too and wait for the weather to clear out and then go. It is kind of one of the nice things about being retired is, I'm not really in a hurry to go anywhere, so I can just kind of chill and do it when I want to. And so yeah, really kind of like that. You're in Basai. Yeah, where's that at? Let's pull that up. You know where that's at, man? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Just up in the mountains. All right, cool. Yeah, nice. Actually, that's an area I thought about potentially. So one of the things is I was thinking about setting up a business here is that it tied me to Cebu, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I was really looking to kind of get out of Cebu. I'd be in here in a couple of years, but if I set something up a business, I'll be in Cebu. But maybe getting some property just outside of the city and building a home out there, which, yeah, man. Yeah, nice. Just outside. Yeah, it looks great. I like it. And I do like being in Cebu here. I really, really do. I love the town. I do feel it's a great place for us to be for many, many reasons. Just right here is a great example, right? I don't have any of the bad weather. I don't get near the rain, all of that stuff, right? And I've got access to really a lot of goods and services here in the city. So I really do feel Cebu City is great in many, many reasons. But, if I was looking to own, like build a home, because I do, that was one of the things I loved about my place in Colorado is I loved my house. I really did enjoy that. And, being a homeowner, having a base is something I would love to have here as well. And it's also super affordable. The idea of, I got to move out of here in February. That just sounds to me that my initial instinct is like, yuck, right? So having a home, having a place that I can, just kind of get set up and get planted in, sounds great. And kind of doing that outside the city, up in the mountains a little bit, so kind of your area, right? So excited about potentially doing that. So yeah, cool, man. Now that Mary Rose is live, where would she like to go outside the Phils? Passport pending. Come on over, babe. Got a question for you. Where would you like to go if you could if you could? Where would you want to go with a passport? Let's say you can go anywhere in the world. Where would you go?
Paris.
You want to go to Paris?
Yeah.
All right. Why Paris?
Because it's the city of love.
The city of love?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't you so sweet?
It's the city of love.
What are some other?
Also-
Yeah.
And also the Romeo and Juliet statue. I don't know
Romeo-
where's that at.
Romeo and Juliet statue?
think
I haven't
it's
heard
in
about
France.
that. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Romeo and Juliet. You didn't know that?
I did not know that.
Oh.
Okay. So Paris, Romeo and Juliet. She's
Statue.
super shy, I can tell. So where else would you like to go in the world? In the world, you can go anywhere in the world. Where would you go? Paris. Where else?
And Switzerland.
You want to go to Switzerland?
Because it's like it's really nice view. It's all about nature. It's all green.
Yeah, really beautiful nature. Yeah, green. You are more of like a nature girl versus
Yeah.
a city girl, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. And yeah, I like that a lot too. Yeah, you would love Colorado, where I used to live. It's really beautiful. Nindot Kayo, really, really super beautiful. Yeah. Where else? Yeah, Switzerland. I think you're right. I think you would love that. I mean, Thailand for us would be.
Yeah.
Thailand's an easy trip. A lot of people. What about Japan? You mentioned Japan. No.
Not really.
No. Okay. Singapore.
Yeah, but I like more in Korea.
You like more Korea?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So more nature stuff, right? Yeah. What about? Do you think you could, if you built a house in Cebu, out in the mountains out there, could you live out there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful,
Somewhere
right?
in like Balamban.
Yeah. Nice.
But here in city, no. I rather stay at home.
Yeah. Right. So you'd rather not be in the city but be at home. Interesting. Yeah, I like a little bit of both. I like the city and I like some of the amenities, but I also like being out where I can get away too. You know what I mean? Yeah.
No, that's Italy, France.
Italy. Like to get out. Man,
The,
we found some really good Italian food the other night, right? What was the name of that place? Do you remember?
no.
Yeah,
I
I don't remember either.
It's really good.
Yeah, let me go. Super delicious. Started with a T. Paris is nice. She needs to learn this phrase. Cherise, the cherise. I'm looking for shoes. You want to try to say that?
No.
Now you know how I feel like when I try to say your like. What's that? You want to chérie des chaussures?
I would rather say in English.
You'd rather say in English? Oh, so sweet. Yeah, you're fine. My Filipino wife would like to visit Italy and Paris. Yeah, Jim? Yeah, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, I think nature stuff is great too. I'm with you there. I'm all about that. There's a lot of nature here in this country too that we can go see and travel around. I mean, it's really outdoorsy, super outdoorsy here. And I think that's one of the characteristics of a successful expat is being outdoorsy, especially when you get out in the provinces. I mean, our province place, guys, I'm like we had no water the 2 weeks that I was out there. I'm showering with a bucket in the bathroom.
Tabo.
Yeah, I'm showering with a tabo, which I loved it, man. I loved it. I had such a good time, Mm. Yeah, it was wild. Yeah, really, really wild. Tabo shower. I'm glad you found your partner. I think you need help, Chad. Is he still a little bit lost? Or maybe he's just too cautious. Yeah. Look, this isn't necessarily about anyone in particular. However, if you're dating 3 or 4 girls a week and you've been here for close to 2 years, you have no commitment for a relationship. I'll just say that, right? Just getting tied down but I mean, like I said, man, you just have to have a commitment for a relationship. If you have a commitment, nothing wrong with having a commitment to date around. But yeah, I always get a kick out of guys. They're like, yeah, I'm looking for my wife or my girlfriend. And, you date 3 girls a week for a year. It's like, nah, you ain't looking for a wife or a girlfriend. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, too funny. Japan is supposed to be nice. Yeah, I was hearing that. Some recent stats on Japan is a really good option for here to kind of get out. We're supposed to go to an F1 race, I feel, out whenever that is. That's coming up there. So, yeah, I'll probably find out more with the owner. He was like, hey, we should do the F1 race, the owner of this condo. I was like, yeah, let's go. So he's kind of coordinating that and setting that all up. So we have our accommodations, and we will look for airfare and stuff like that as it gets closer. Because I think it's April or something like that. But yeah, she wants to visit South Korea. Prince soap opera star, right? Korea, the Koreans have it's really interesting. It's a little bit of a love-hate deal here. There's the Koreans are the by far the most tourists that come here. And so there's I think it's like 3 times as many Koreans that come here as any other country. But the Koreans themselves, they kind of look down on the Filipinos. They don't really have a high regard to the Philippines. And the Korean culture is a very, hierarchical culture where they have status. So they have a different view of Filipinos. So I've never had any problem with really anyone here. But I have noticed the Koreans have a tendency to, first of all, they're kind of like deer, where you never see one. They're usually in a group. But yeah, I've never had any problems, but they're definitely by themselves. It's almost like they're in their own world, or where they don't even really acknowledge. They don't say hi. They don't say anything. They don't just really acknowledge. But yeah, really different. Yeah, but you're right. It's interesting because a lot of Filipinos, they like Korean dramas. They like all that stuff. They almost hold Koreans up a little bit, despite them not holding them up so much, right? It's really kind of interesting. Yeah. Chad returns to the Philippines. I have a new outlook. Returns back his usual antics. Right. Yeah. Well, I do wish him the best. I do wish him the best. But it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. Some of that stuff too, like with the content and the dating stuff and that, I couldn't imagine creating a channel around that, right? And then having any longevity doing that. But yeah, I hope he's good. I wish him the best in his travels. Back in the day, South Korea was nice. It much more expensive now. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, it's not a bad flight from here too. Go check it out. There's so many other places I'd rather go to than there. I'd rather go to Thailand. I'd rather go to Singapore. Yeah, I'd rather go to Cambodia. Jakarta. There's a bunch of places I'd love to go to before I would go out to Korea. I'd actually really like to go to Australia, Japan. So, but yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, I wouldn't mind checking it out. Yep. Do you see yourself living in the Philippines for the rest of my life? I do. If I'm able to, right? The visas are a little bit of a concern. But if I'm able to, I would love to. I'd love to build a house out here and stay here. I will probably, just on a simple cost factor, I'll probably be outside the United States for the rest of my life, just because the amount of money that I'm budgeting for myself, I don't think I could really have a good existence in the United States. But yeah, so I'll probably be here in the Philippines. I would love to. Philippines, maybe possibly Cambodia, Vietnam, this whole region here, I envision myself being in. Yeah, yeah. Japan is fantastic, Ben. And I mean, been to the remote areas where non-English is spoken, and it was a blast. Oh, so cool, Jeff. Yeah, yeah. I think my brother was in Japan. He was based in Japan for a little while when he was in the Navy. Yeah, I'd love to check that out too. Yeah. Scott. Dude, are you Scott AR? Yeah, man. Scott, is that Scott? Scott? That is Scott. Yeah, dude. Are you in town? No way. Yeah, dude, that is you. Yes, let's go to the. Are you in town? Let's definitely do the pancake house if you were in town, man. I'd love to. Or are you just asking if I'm going to go to the pancake house? Yeah. All right. Yeah. No worries, dude. Congratulations on your relationship too. I saw some stuff there. So yeah, no worries. But yeah, you want to go to the pancake house after? Yeah, dude. Same old here. Same old. Traveling around with a motorcycle though. Really excited about the Honda. Such a comfortable ride. I actually went to a upholstery shop and got the seat redone. So I'm hoping my arse can be on the seat for a good hour without getting tired. But yeah, man, things are good here. Things are good. Good for you, man. I hope all is well there in Iloilo. There is one in particular translation that is all about. Yes, that is. This is one in particular. Yeah, translation. It's all about Chad. Yeah. Yeah, not bad, man. You know, whatever. We hung out for a little bit. We did a little bit of a trip there in Mindanao. Billy Ron hung out for a little bit, but it was all about dating for me. And we didn't. I don't think I posted a single video from there. Maybe Ulan Falls, but that was even the day that I was removed from him. You know. So, but when we hung out, it was all about dating, and it was honestly an age bracket that I was uncomfortable with. And it was really something, guys, that I had learned a lot about myself then. Because as we move out here, we really don't have I wasn't prepared. I didn't move out here for dating, first of all, right? I wanted independent lifestyle. I didn't want to work, that kind of deal, right? I wanted to be free. I wanted my life to be about what I wanted it to be, right? So it wasn't all about dating. I wanted to focus on health, exercise, and all that. So when he and I hung out, he started, when we got there, he had two 18-year-old girls that he had met and introduced me to. And immediately what was there for me, I was just very, very uncomfortable with the age bracket. And wasn't something I was prepared for. So then through those interactions with him and those girls, I turned into their dad right away. I was like their father. I was like, what are you doing? You're way too young. Don't be doing that. Because one of the girls shared about how she went to Cebu to meet this foreigner. And I was like, what are you doing? So anyways, I learned a lot about myself in that time and that trip and like the age brackets that I'm comfortable with. And Mary Rose looks super young, right? She looks super young, but she's mature. She's college and whatever, right? But at that point, even, if something would happen between her and I think 21 would be the bare minimum. Maybe even in their mid 20s would be something I would be more comfortable with. These girls that they're 18, 19, teenage girls, right? I'm just like, wow. I mean, some of it too, I have a 17-year-old daughter, and so, not that I related the two, not that I think I'm dating my daughter by no means, but when I just looked at the maturity level of these girls, they were just so young. I couldn't relate to them. None of that, none of that. Even Mary Rose, a girl who's in college, who's, actively working on stuff and learning stuff. I just think that's a better fit. And then even older, right? This comes up a lot as we talk about, age gap and stuff like that. Dating, trying to find girls our own age can be a little bit of a challenge too, almost impossible. But yeah, I wish people the best. I do. I don't wish ill will towards really anyone, or definitely not any bloggers. It's hard doing this kind of deal, but yeah, I learned a lot about myself in that trip, and yeah, it was really really interesting time. Needless to say, yeah, yep. And yeah, Taiwan is good. Yeah, that's right. You were just out there, weren't you? Yeah. You were out there a little bit ago. I can't wait to go and check it out. Accidentally ate horse meat on a sushi tray. What's some of the most wild foods that you've had, babe? You've had some pretty wild food. Yeah, I mean, even just the sea urchins look wild to me, but they're really delicious.
Really?
All right, really delicious. The
It's
sea
really
urchin.
delicious.
Yeah, sea urchins are good.
Yeah,
The
goat.
little snails are pretty wild. Have you ever?
Goat.
Huh?
Goat.
Goat? Yeah, goat. I think I've actually had goat before.
Yeah.
Have you had that pig brain thing?
Yeah.
You've had pig brain? What do you call that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Pig
Yeah.
brain is something that they eat.
It's really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No thanks. Yeah. No worries, dude. I saw your comment there. It'd be fun to hook up in the pancake house, right? Good times. Yeah. Hope all is good there, man. Yeah, JC. I know, right? The dude's hilarious. Love the content on the bike. Well, more of that to come. Scott, I really got the bike is set up now. I've got a good seat. First of all, I got a bike that I feel like I can really tour on. The Royal Enfield, while it was a nice bike, the riding triangle was so small. Plus, I really didn't have much luggage that I was struggling on that bike. And to ride two up on that was impossible. I mean, we did some rides together with that. But this Honda, man, I've got it all decked out. I've got panniers. I've got top boxes. I'm just set up. And so really, really excited. It's plated. It's ready to roll. So that's, man, a lot of riding stuff coming up for me real soon. I would have been gone today if it wasn't for the storm that's kind of blowing through and making the weather a little bit nasty, but that's coming, man. Tons of that stuff. I got drones now that I'm bringing in with the footage. So really excited about that. Yeah. Thanks I really appreciate you coming by and saying hi. It makes a difference. How old is Queenie?
Queenie is 22.
22. Yeah, pretty much the same age.
She's older, a year older than me.
Yeah, you're older. You'll be 22 though
Queenie
in March.
is a year older.
Yeah, you'll be 22 in March though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, sweet girl. Oh my gosh, she's sweet. All your friends are super sweet. But yeah, super sweet girl. Yeah, Miriam and Queenie and her sister Miriam and all those girls. Michelle, yes, Michelle. Really good friends. Yeah, that was been one of the cool things too about with you is just getting to know all your friends and that. Really dig that. Has she eaten balut? And what does she think of it? Still waiting for Chris to pop one in. Well, what do you think of balut? I'll let you answer.
Balut is so delicious.
There you
so
go.
Good.
There you go. And how many weeks do you like?
No, I like 16 days.
Oh, days, right? Weeks. That's
16 days because there's still no bones or feathers in it. It's just a fetus.
16 days? It's good?
Yeah, it's really good for a starter.
Yeah?
But yeah, they usually eat 18. No, it has a bones and feathers.
Yeah, no thanks. I don't know about me and balut. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about that. You know what? I needed to let me swap out my mics, guys. This one's about ready to die. Let me swap this out. Yeah, I don't know about me and balut. That might be a ways down the road.
But have you tried balut?
Have I tried it yet? No. I've not tried it. I don't think I will.
You should just try the Pinoy, no chick inside.
Try the Pinoy, no chick?
Yeah.
What is that?
Pinoy is just like balut but no chick.
Okay, like a hard-boiled egg.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like that.
All right, yeah, I could try a hard-boiled egg.
But balut is more.
She likes a
meat.
lot, Jeff. So there's every time where she's at, there's this place where they have it, and yeah, I've not tried it. I don't think I will. But there's this outside. There's a balut kind of
Yeah.
deal.
And there's one place there in Palangpon that's it's really good balut because it's still hot.
Yeah. Jim says he'd try it. Yeah, he should try it. All right, man. Well, when you get out here, you could try it. And durian. Now, durian, I think I'm a little more interested in, even though it smells like feet. It smells really gross, but I'm hearing actually it's really tasty. Like it's got like it's almost like a custard or a cream kind of deal. So I don't know. I might try durian. Would Queenie like bald, semi-muscular, 5'10" foreigner? Yeah, I know, right? She would actually. Yeah, all of her friends are really interested in dating a foreigner. But just we don't mind introducing people, but we'd want to make sure that it's the right guy. But yeah, you come on out, man. Come on out. She's never had a boyfriend before, has she? Yeah, no, she's never had a boyfriend before. So yeah, really well. But oh my gosh, she's super sweet. All the girls are. All the girls are super sweet. Michelle, super sweet and funny. Yeah, all your friends are just great. I'd say, like I've said too, I've told these guys before, but it's really cool to kind of be connected in that side, right? With you and on your not only your friends but your family too. Really enjoy your sister and your brothers, and you have what six counting you. There's 6 of you. Yeah. Six.
3 girls, 3 boys.
3 girls and 3 boys. So just a big family, really sweet. Her dad and her mom are just really sweet. So yeah, really it's been a good time. Yeah. Balut is crunchy. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't think I can get by. Yeah.
No, it's not good.
It's not good with San Miguel.
It'll make you drunk.
It'll make you drunk.
Mm.
It adds to the drunkenness.
Yeah, and balut is good for the blood and also the sun mix, so it will make your blood higher.
I thought the Red Horse was good for the blood.
Yeah, both. And make you drunk too. It's not really good.
Yeah, I think I would have to be drunk to try the balut. It's too bad I don't drink anymore. Yeah. I'm with you, Richard. Yeah, no way, man. Yeah, no way. Yeah, no way. Yeah. What are some of my favorite foods here, though? I do like the fruits. The jackfruit is really good. Although we haven't had jackfruit recently, have we?
No. Just ice cream.
Yeah, but the jackfruit's really good.
Yeah.
The mangoes are really good. I love the freaking mangoes here, man. The coconut, is super good. A big fan of the I didn't like coconut in the United States, but the coconut juice, like fresh out of the coconut, so good, and the coconut meat. That's kind of been my favorite food so far. And then meal-wise, the soups are really good. I'm a big fan of the Sinigang. The soups are good. And then, of course, adobo is really good. The pork and chicken adobo, I like that.
Like that, lechon manok too.
Yeah, I love lechon manok. So it's basically just a whole chicken. It's rotisserie chicken that they put on there. Really good. I like rice too. We eat rice a lot. When they have pickled balut, maybe. Yeah, right? Pickled balut. I don't know, man. The feathers and stuff. I just can't get beyond the feathers and the bones and I don't know. All the variety of dried fish blows my mind, and some are so small they look like fish chips. Yeah, Jeff, those are pretty good. I've had the dry fish. They're not too. I don't mind them. They're like a salty. They're absolutely like a salty fish chip.
Yeah. It's just it has different smell, but it's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
especially from province. But here, I don't think so. It's salty here.
Mm.
Yeah, it's salty here, but in province, it's good.
Yeah. Provinces are pretty good.
Dry danggit.
The dry danggit.
Yeah, you try that.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. I don't mind it. I don't mind the dried fish. Yeah, I don't mind drying fish that much. Mangoes from Guimaras are the best in the world. Man, the mangoes are so good here. They really are. I love the mangoes. Super sweet, a little bit sour, sweet and sour. And they're so delicious. I'm not. Yeah.
Do you like dinuguan?
What's that?
It's like blood from a pork.
Oh,
And
yeah.
then they will cook it with intestine. I don't think he will like it because there's an intestine there.
Right. No blood, no pork blood, no intestine.
No chicken feet, no
No,
feet.
no. I've had Adidas. I've had Adidas before. I think that's what you call it, right? Adidas.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, which is kind of funny. The shoes, feet, chicken feet. That is probably the weirdest thing. It just doesn't taste that good. You know, it's a lot of,
Boy,
a lot
it
of,
tastes
boy,
good.
a lot of
It
cartilage.
tastes good. It just depends on how they cook it.
Yeah, no la me.
That's one me.
Yeah, no pork plug for me. Tried seaweed recently and smelled like fish. Yeah, shakes head. Yeah, I don't mind seaweed too much. They've had it. I'm trying to think. I had some soup, some seaweed soup, over at Barangay Soul, I think it was called, the restaurant. It wasn't too bad.
The sea grapes is delicious.
Oh yeah, the sea grapes are really good. I do like those a lot. Yeah, the sea grapes are good.
With vinegar.
Hmm. I'm not a big vinegar guy. The vinegar is
Yeah.
really popular here. There's like a side. They do that vinegar with a chili and soy sauce, and then they dip whatever, their fish, their chicken, their pork. They dip all of that in the sauces. Yeah, I just ate it straight. Yeah, I'm with you, Jeff. I like that too. I like meat and potatoes. You know, meat and potato guy is a little bit of a challenge here, honestly, but you can get by with it. I think you know, especially if you live out in the provinces and you have someone cook for you and that kind of deal, you could eat super healthy. Meat in general, though, beef in general is a little bit hard to come by, but if you're good with pork or chicken, beef is hard, but pork and chicken, there's pretty abundant. But I'm with you there. I like a good crock pot, man. I love good crock pot and, you know, chicken all day, or a nice roast with potatoes and carrots. And yeah, man, I do miss that. I do miss that. I do have a crock pot here. I cooked a little bit. Yeah, I tried chicken guts on a stick. Yeah, chicken intestine. She eats it all the time. Was mad because my wife didn't tell me what it was. Right.
It's good.
Yeah, no, you can see it because it's squiggly, like yeah, you can kind of see it on the stick. And yeah, I've learned to avoid the chicken intestines for sure. Fresh mango smoothies are so good. Yes, calamisi drink. Yeah, that is good. I'm a fan of that as well. Yeah, calamisi's good. I like it. Mango shake's good. It's hard though because a lot of them put a bunch of sugar in it.
Yeah.
So it's hard to find ones that are just fresh mango. We kind of, I'm making myself sometimes here. I got a nice blender. We need to make more of those, babe. Yeah.
We have mangoes
Maybe today we'll go make some mango shake or make some mango.
Bananas.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to do today? Yeah, hang out. Honestly, we spend a lot of time just in the condo. You know, we really do. We really do. Kind of just spend out time here. Go get some food. 9:30. It's about time for our second breakfast.
Yeah. We eat early.
Yeah. I'm with you, Richard. I like that too. Those chicken guts on a stick, they look good though. Do you like it? She loves it. She loves the chicken intestine. I've tried it. Whatever. I've tried it. It's all right. I prefer other parts of the chicken, but yeah, you eat a lot, don't you?
I ate the whole body of chicken, the head,
Yeah.
the feet, the intestine, the liver. It's so good.
My province girl. You have 4-day video idea. Mary Rose can take you to the wet market, cooks you a meal, then you got to eat it. Yeah, all right. We've done a little bit of that, right? Where we've done we did that market video in Pond. We can do that again. Go back and get everything. Her dad's a fisherman, so sometimes we get fresh fish.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do like that, right? Getting out, going to the markets, picking up stuff. Yeah, we got a bunch of fresh produce that day too, right from that market, from those guys right there. Yeah, I like being out there, man. I definitely like being out there. Yeah. The nice thing about maybe even picking a place, let's see here. Nice thing about if I start up a business here in Cebu and you know, but just being out of town, so there's really only one way out, right? I mean, you can go north, you can go south, but if you just start going up the mountains, the Pasay, where that gentleman was talking about earlier, I might head that direction and try to get some land in that area, get a little mountain home up in there. That would be pretty cool. I think a good area to go where you can get out of town a little bit, still have access to Cebu. And you're talking, I mean, in 20 minutes you're out in the middle of nowhere going this direction. So as I'm here longer and longer, it's kind of the direction I think I would want to go if I was here more full time, is move up towards the mountains. I like it a lot out there. Yeah, we always miss the Halo drinks. Yeah, I've had Halo. Yeah, it's not too. Yeah, not too bad. Hello. Mix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. So hello means mix, and it's kind of the dessert, right? And you're supposed to mix it all up. But yeah, I've had actually really good hello, and I've had bad. The Mang and Asal hello is not that good, but I've had ones that are like super delicious, got fresh fruit in it, all that stuff, really good. Yeah, but I'm talking about chicken with a head in the soup, and they're full little. Yeah, so he wants to make a kind of elaborate meal with like chicken head soup or fish soup. You could do it like a fish soup,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
They're little fits as an appetizer. Grace won't like that.
But you've done some like fish soup
Yeah.
where you've had head. You're one of your favorite parts of the fish, right? Is the eye?
Yes. The head, the brain.
Yeah, you like the fish head and the eye.
Yeah. The fish brain, the chicken brain, and the pork brain.
What's the fish eye taste like? Is it taste
It's
like?
good. I just ate the fish head when it's fresh, when it's from my father's catch.
Mm,
Yeah. So, but when it's from the market, not really.
no.
No, because I'm afraid it's not fresh.
Yeah. Got it. Interesting. Yeah, my wife made me potatoes and baked chicken with a mango suet the other night. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, right. That's you can eat healthy here. You really can. You know, you're Filipino. And you can show her Western stuff that you like on the YouTube channel or whatever. Show her Western meals that you like to make, and boom, done. Super easy. It really is a great place for us to meet wives and girlfriends and that kind of deal. That's why it's just, if you're looking for that kind of dynamic, probably no other better place in the world. Now, look, we both speak English, but we struggle communicating sometimes, right? We joke, it's just because, so there is that dynamic there, admittedly, where just because you both speak English doesn't mean that you both fully understand each other 100% of the time. So it does still take work. It's a relationship, but it's good in many, many ways. Yeah. It does sound delicious, right? Yeah. The
brain is so good.
The chicken. The chicken brain?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
It's really good.
What do they call that?
Remember in the barbecue, they barbecue the chicken head, and then I just cracked the skull of the chicken, and then I ate the brain.
Where?
At the barbecue in Palawan, they have barbecue chicken head.
I don't remember that at all, girl.
I told you want to try this chicken head. Was like, no chicken head, no chicken intestine, no chicken liver.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Good.
But yeah, that pretty wild. Yeah, we'll have to film that next time. Seeing you crack a chicken head that's grilled and eat the brain. Heck yeah, man. Let's film that. We'll film that all day long.
My father will say to me that, ew, you're so.
No,
my father loves that. My brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will say
I didn't know chicken brain was the thing.
No, it's good. It's so good.
It's good, huh?
Yeah.
I trust you. Not that I want to try it. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, crazy. I'll have to see that. I think the city government may be given a lot of land up north to squatters. They're kicking out of the city. Okay. Yeah. So that's kind of where I want to go. I don't know about to the north, but I definitely want to go up the canyon, get out of the city a little bit. It's crazy because when you're looking at Cebu City, go to the map here. When you're looking at Cebu City, I mean, shoot, it could take you like an hour just to get to freaking Liliwan. and it takes you freaking another hour to get down to Naga. But if you travel even 20 minutes, you can get right out, like Temple Layout, right? I mean, it's like 20 minutes from here. And then you're in remote really quick. So I do like that. And that's kind of the direction I'm looking to go. I feel where like besides right there. Yeah, you get some land out in that area. I'll have to look. I don't know about pricing, but that would be something I'd like to do if I'm looking to, if for some reason I feel like, so if I start a business out here where I'm really tied to Cebu, that's kind of my thought, is kind of probably get out that direction. Because I do want to build a home. I don't know about buying condos, guys. I really don't. I don't know, man. I got to look at that myself. It just really depends on the condo. I feel like, what's the name of this place?
32 cents.
No. What's the name of the? Anyways,
Jumelina?
no. The place I'm in now is really good as far as they keep up with it. But a lot of places, like, man, when I was looking at over in IT Park, the first place I stayed in there, man, those towers were I think around 10 years old, and they were so bad and not looked after. The Ayala ones. Here, let's pull up on the map. I'll show you guys here. Yeah, thanks, babe.
The Rockwell?
Yes, Rockwell. Thanks, babe. Now that, but not now. The ones over in IT Park. That's here we are. Let's see here. Yeah, not those. Am I sharing that? Yeah, good. There we are. Yes. So these hotels are these condominiums. Where are they at? They're not showing up on my map. Avida. So you've got Avida Towers, Rayola. These are the new ones, but the other ones right across from the Supermercado. I stayed there in an Airbnb, and these condos are maybe less than 10 years old. They got the siding falling off of them. I couldn't imagine buying a place there and then and them not taking care of it. Even the Selenia, when I stayed out there, the elevator was down for like 5 months. So they just don't, they have a kind of they don't take care of it. So you really want to do your due diligence. Yeah. So where we're at now in Rockwell takes care of it. They really do. They have a reputation for taking care of stuff. I mean, this is a very high class place. So you really have to do your due diligence and look at, all right, what are these property owners like? Are they going to take care of stuff? Are they going to fix stuff? Or is it just going to be falling apart in 10 years? And that's my one concern about buying property here. And I don't know the good ones. I know this one, but there's definitely some that are just like, wow. Selenia seems to be hit or miss. So that's my one concern about buying. Now, the strategy around that would be, build your own, build a home out where, you buy the land, you lease it from somebody, and then, you basically build your own home on top of that leased land. So, but yeah, getting out of the city is kind of what I'm looking to do. Lost in translation makes sense. Like, what does Maros think? A Papa Squat. Yes, sometimes things get lost in translation. Yeah, Papa Squat. Does that make sense, Mary Rose? What that means? Yeah, it just means like sit down and have a seat. Papa Squat. Have a seat. Now, what are some of the other things that I say that you're like, what? What does that mean? Yeah, I don't know. There's quite a bit, but even just the language stuff too. I think even hearing each other, we have a hard time. Right? There's a word that we say to each other more than any other thing else, and that's what. We say what so often, it's ridiculous. And what happens is for my voice, I guess, is pretty low, and she has a hard time hearing it. But for her, if she's looking the other way, I can't. There's no way I could hear her. But yeah. Just because both people speak English doesn't mean they communicate well. Fried chicken and livers are great. All right. Yeah. Fried chicken livers. Yeah, I think I had them as a kid. I haven't had them recently. Yeah. I still want to open up the Carefree Chris chicken farm. Be fun, right?
I would love that.
Yeah, Carefree Chris chicken farm. My wife cooks all kinds of Western Italian foods. Yeah, yeah, good for yeah. You guys come visit. Yeah, I'd love to, man. Let's come up. Yeah, I remember you saying lasagna is good. Let's come up. We'll come up and visit Richard up in Lausanne. Got to get that weather clearing up. Yep, I'm coming. Where to go? Right. Let's go. Yeah, right. Yeah, he's coming up too. You guys are pretty close. You know, you're down in Batangas, right? Ask Mary Rose what she thinks is shepherd pie is. Again, maybe does she know? You know what shepherd pie is? Yeah, it's good. It's got a bunch of meat, potatoes, carrots. It's all baked in. Yeah, it's really good. Super, super delicious. Yeah, really delicious.
Valley.
Yeah, yeah, that's where Richard's at, is in the valley. Yeah, and this gentleman here is down just a little bit south in Batangas. All right. Yeah, SNR. They don't have any of those down here, I don't think, right? Yeah, no. In Cebu, just down the street from Landers and SNR. Marco Polo is on the route up that road. I toured there, and they were decent. Yeah. Marco Polo is just right across the street. We're in Rockwell. Yeah, we're right at the base of. We're right next to Marco Polo. I think I'd want to go up a little bit further. It's like I was building a house. You know, Marco Polo is really only probably about a minute from me here. I want to get about maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes out. Somewhere between 15 minutes and a half hour out of town, I think is good. I don't necessarily would want to go much more over half an hour, but just get a little bit out of town, where I can have a little bit some land and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Just if I get tied here to Cebu City, or maybe a strategy would be to kind of do a little more research, find these good condo agencies, buy a condo here in the city somewhere, and then have a house kind of out, have a chicken farm out in Leyte. Yeah, we're in the area once in a while. My boss, when my boss likes to go to SNR. Yeah. I actually was surprised how much I liked that area when I spent a little bit of time in Manila. I liked it. I get the appeal. I get the appeal. A little more modern living, bigger houses, that kind of deal. I get it. I see it. I can see why people do like it out there. I put mayo on hot dogs. About as adventuresome as I'm getting. I'm not a big mayo guy, right? But whatever. That's one thing you can't find out here. You can't find a good hot dog. They don't. The hot dogs here are pretty gross. I wouldn't want to eat one. Yeah, babe, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the hot dogs where we come from are like really good.
Like in the tightrope coffee.
Do they have a hot dog out there?
American sausage. Not the sausage.
Yeah.
It's so big.
Yeah. Right. Daco. But yeah, the hot dogs here aren't good. They're not, unfortunately. I'd love to show you a good. Some American food is really good. Yeah.
I saw good.
Yeah. Maybe you guys drop on a bike when the weather's get together. Absolutely, you guys should get together, man. Both you guys are big riders, so you have a lot in common for sure. Thought it was just us. We say what too. Yes. Yeah. We say what a lot. Yeah, we'll figure it out. The main thing I think is just being ready. So what I've learned with her is I have to almost like ask her, "Are you ready to listen?" Because she's like distracted, she's doing stuff. So I think that's kind of the one thing for her is I'll just kind of prepare her for what I'm about ready to say, and then I think for her she's figuring out that she's got to look at me for me to kind of understand. I didn't realize this about me, but when the pandemic hit, I couldn't hear anybody. I could not hear anybody. And part of that was because it was muffled. But secondly, I actually read lips. And I did not know I did that. So I read lips as a way for me to help me hear what's being said. So if people aren't looking at me, I can have a hard time hearing them or understanding them, I guess is a better way of saying it. Because I definitely read lips. So she's figuring that out and realizing if she's looking the other way and speaking, I don't really hear much of what's being said. But if she's looking at me and talking, then I can kind of get what's going on. Yeah, it's very convenient. We were live just far enough. Very convenient where we live. Yeah, very convenient where we live. Just far enough away, and it's calm and quiet. Yep. Yeah, I dig it out. Yeah, no, it looks nice out there, Richard. I can't wait to go to come by and check it out. It's 2025 for sure. I would think because especially being up in Palempon, being in Leyte, you know, you're more accessible. Here, pull it up. You know, being in Leyte, you're definitely more accessible. Yeah, so I'm down in here. You know, really, it's pretty easy to go by. I've got maybe one ferry from Samar down to Lausanne, and then I'm there. So I could see in 2025 making that trip up. That'd be a good ride. Egg pie to them is custard pie to us. Okay, egg pie to them is custard pie. Okay, cool. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Navali when we passed by. Yeah, looks like a great area. No, it's cool. Richard's got a nice house. I mean, you can get all that stuff there. Yeah, I'm digging it. It looks good there. Looks good. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, Richard's also got a small channel that he's doing some stuff on. So, well, we're over 2 hours. I think we're going to go get our second breakfast. What are you guys up to the rest of the day? Up to anything exciting? What do you want to do, babe? Want to go hang out? I need to take a shower and get cleaned up. I've been on the phone or doing calls for a couple hours now with this, and then I had a conference call before that. So I think we're going to bounce out. We're going to get some stuff done here. Really appreciate everyone joining, and we'll catch everyone on the next one. Ampin, ayayo. Yes, Canadian food. Dami kayo. All right, we'll see you guys. Everyone take care.